Welcome to the cradle of quarterbacks, Ross H. Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana, home to the Purdue Boilermakers with the black and gold, hoping to boiler up in this one. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the UL Monroe Warhawks, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Boilermakers will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the UL Monroe Warhawks offense will have the football first. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you're leaving Jesse going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Back to pass on second down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. On the move and looking deep. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Warhawks have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll give it to the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanting to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a 1st down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
And the Warhawks will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So Purdue's offense has the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing.
Just keeps moving. Still on his feet at the 45. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, it's nice to be be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense, because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they put drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Warhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. It's a 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. On the ground with the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Find some fresh air. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Runs through the tackle. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, UL Monroe. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the 1st down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that 1st down. Nice job, great nose for the 1st down.
On the run, it's McCoby. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Boilermakers are on the move. On the option. Now the toss. Jukes his way for more. Breaks into the open. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
The Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. Well, that play was supposed to go to the outside.
Well, and the defense knew that, too. They saw the sweep right away, got to the outside, understood where the ball was trying to go. Listen, if you put those guys in a cage and you set an edge really hard, make that sweep that's designed where everybody's blocking out wide to go back inside, that's a win for the defense.
Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Tight end finds a soft spot. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I know, everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the 1st down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop.
4th down coming up.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. And that is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Turning it on! They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Warhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gives it on the option. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Give to the running back. Tough sledding there as he picks up one to the 29.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. This offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sullivan. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Going to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it to the right side. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 3rd. Touchdown, Warhawks! Fitted in the window for the score.
Great execution on offense, and you know you're expecting man coverage in this area of the field, down close to the line of scrimmage, so the receiver has got to be able to win one-on-one, and he did just that on that TD.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And he makes a stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quick strike complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And the Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's McCoby. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Boilermakers are marching down the field. The give from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. He has the first and still on his feet. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Makes the catch. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll try the run. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. He'll keep it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Purdue!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
He's got it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Makes the grab. There he goes. Really putting together a the first. It's at the 37.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's got the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Got his man to the left. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Breaks the tackle. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's reeled in. It's Evans. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's McCoby. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Boilermakers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got a man. It's Jackson. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
But on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead
showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
The Warhawks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Still running at the 40. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Boilermakers line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Godfrey.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got it set up on the outside. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. They're going to ride this running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Going to run it. It's McCoby. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
The Boilermakers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. From the gun, running back gets the give. Breaks into the open. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The Boilermakers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Purdue! On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an... And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
And the Warhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. It's Godfrey. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He'll do it himself. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Wants to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined and made a good play on the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Bringing the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The Warhawks will punt it away on fourth down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. He's got an open man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The give to the back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy, a 50-yarder from the left hash. The official says no.